Que lo que, mi gente. Was good, was good. I gave you that reverse left hand Jalen Brunson. I know what it is, a three. What's up with y'all? Happy day back. Just a quick video, back to back. We played the Toronto Raptors yesterday. Great game, back to back. Uh, Special speedy healing to R.J. Barrett, who had a concussion protocol. If you saw the game that he played a couple of games ago, he fell and slammed his head backwards on the ground, and you actually heard it almost throughout the whole arena. So hopefully everything's good with him. Speedy recovery. IQ was there last night. IQ played really good. He played great defense on Jalen Brunson, even though Brunson, of course, got the calls on IQ. But IQ was definitely playing aggressive defense, played up on him, wasn't making it easy for him. They were trying to play different players on him as well. That's the protocol for Jalen Brunson. And the last couple of games, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see what Tom Tom Thibodeau, not Thibodeau. Salute to Two Shots for coming up with that. I want to give props to Two Shots, which that's what I'm talking about. If I said, did you see it? I'm talking salute to Two Shots. Two Shots called it. He said um, that Minnesota gave us the blueprint with Cat by having a Rudy Gobert, where Cat dominated a lot on the four. We were down as a center. That's why we brought him over as a center, typically, because that's what we were down for. And you see that it's paid dividends when he was a center. He's been dominating MVP level all around. The issues he has been having is the ticky tack fouls, struggling to help defense. So not only continue his pace of giving you north of 27 points and averaging 13 plus rebounds, giving you MVP level plus playing defense. I think I said that he would be improving this year. I thought that once Mitchell comes back, that's going to help him get his timing and understanding where to be and different things he can do to help improve his defensive skill set. However, back to the point of what I was saying, that you see it. Last two games, Tom Thibodeau has been bringing in Hoop Porty. Hoop Porty's played some big minutes. Obviously, OG's down, so we're looking for other ways that we can impact the game defensively. You're not going to replace OG's defense, but you can supplement it in different spurts, different times, different rotations, different minutes. Where you saw Precious in there, and apparently Hook Porty. Hook Porty's played very good. 2 nights ago, the night before last night's game, he played really good, but you can see his timing was off a little bit. He fouled out. He got some quick fouls, but he played very good. He played good switching. His feet movement is really good. He's been playing aggressive. His energy was very good, setting great picks for Jalen Brunson. So salute to Tom Thibodeau for putting him, giving him some minutes, giving him some burn, trusting him, let him learn, as Two Shots was saying, let him learn, let the rookies learn. He was letting him learn. He played through his 6 fouls and he was learning. He was learning his timing. You can see Josh Hart was talking to him. You can see Precious was talking to him on the during the timeout, and Hook Porty asking questions. So they're giving him pointers what to do. You can see Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart telling him stop jumping, especially Precious. They gave him a little look like, yo, stop jumping on the pump fakes. Stand your ground. You're 7 feet. You don't need to jump. And then you saw that play dividends in the second game, which was yesterday against Toronto. He played phenomenal defense against Scotty Barnes, an up-and-coming star. He played very good. Scotty Barnes didn't want anything to do with him. He tried to get him on the fakes left and right and pump fake to come back up. Hook Porty was all over him on defense. He had just the arm extension when he stayed grounded, forced Scotty some bad shots. It was something that Scotty made, which, salute to you, tip your hat if they do a great shot. But most of the time, Hook Porty got the advantage of that. He even blocked him at the rim when he went with a pump fake. So Hook Porty's uh, defense, his energy helped out quite a bit, and it freed up all that segue back to Cat, that it gave Cat the freedom to be at the four in spurts. I think this is going to be in spurts. I don't think it's going to be anything permanent, but you can see the effect. Obviously, it works both ways, depending on team, depending on matchups. You're going to see Thibodeau possibly move Cat to the four in some spot situations. That shows the importance of Mitch, which we said that's why Mitch is not going to get moved, because Mitch and the as a start. Listen, he's not going to start. I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to start. And it's not who starts that's important. It's the minutes and who finishes and how they, the rotations and the minutes that they play. So Mitchell's going to be very important with the starting unit. In spurts, there'll be times that maybe Mikal Bridges sit down or something like that, or 2 to 3 minutes that you have all the defenders out there and Josh is sitting. I'm curious to see the rotations. I'll tell you, I've been watching that the last 10 games, how Tibbs is going to be rotating moving forward. The last couple of games, Shammy didn't play not 1 minute. He's apparently the odd man out. I think he's been given campaign a little bit of leash to see what he can do. Although Deuce and campaign were off yesterday, so last 2 games Tibbs shortened the rotation a little bit to 8. I would have liked to see Shamit play, but I think he's giving a look and trying to see how we look as a big unit. That's why you're seeing Shamit wasn't playing, because he's looking to see how we play with size. You see, he's put more minutes to Hook. The minutes that Shamit would have got, he gave him to Hook Porty, and then Precious being out there, being that OG's out, so that size and defense has helped, and to see if we can get more rebounding. The last 2 games we still got beat off rebounding. We got beat by 10 the night before, and then even last night we got beat by in rebounds, but yet we still won the game. We still found a way to win. So that's what I was saying, that you see it. You're seeing Tibbs tinker with the rotation, even at the second half. So hopefully you guys are actually watching the game and not just complaining when you see other things. So I'm seeing what Tibbs is doing. He's tinkering. He's seeing different matchups, different lineups. That maybe he can bring in Mitchell Robinson. Can he put Hook Porty in certain spurts out there? Seeing how he can switch up rotations or what helps should someone go down, God forbid. But obviously, one has OG in different spurts. How can these different lineups work? So you can see he was doing it with a team that's been down, has lost 2 games. They were trying to fight back. Houston, we gave Houston their third loss, which was a tough fought game. And then we swept last night. We swept Toronto, and that was their third loss straight as well. So these are teams that are fighting to win. So it's not an easy lay down. Toronto fought back and came back from a 22-point deficit, which shows why Tibbs at times plays the starters heavy minutes, because it's the NBA. Anybody's going to come back. All teams are ready to play. These are all professionals, best 400 players in the league, and they fought back while Tibbs was tinkering with a rotation and a lineup and letting the rookies learn. And salute to Toronto's head coach who saw that and put a different rotation that bring more energy and let the players, make a run, and had our players fight through it. And he had to bring in Jalen Brunson, and Brunson did his hero captain thing. And salute to the cap, always being ready, knowing when the game's at hand and what to do. Cat had a great game yesterday. That was a game for a confidence builder for him. Last 7 games or so, he's been struggling. So you can see Tibbs with the tinkering of the bigs, giving Cat confidence and freedom to roam a little bit and to get out of his head and just to get some confidence back in his game. So all things work. So Tibbs is doing things to get everybody involved differently. Cat to get motivated back into his game, to have different looks, so he doesn't have to be so aggressive on defense and have early ticky tack fouls. And then Hook Porty had the ticky tack fouls, but he's learning as a center. And that lets you know they've already cleared Mitch for practice. The trade deadline's tomorrow. You're gonna see a lot of rotations, a lot of movement based off higher teams. But Hook Porty getting the last 2 games. Could Sims be on the trading block? Which, if anybody moves, I think it would be him. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it is, salute to him. And then Hook Porty gets the minutes that Sims would have got as a third string center. So that's why Tibbs was tinkering the last couple of minutes to see how he would play. Hopefully, Sims go to a good spot if he leaves. If not, he's with us. He's probably not. He's going to be out and just watching the team overall. If anything, he's going to be the odd man out if he's still in the rotation. I mean, if he's still in the team past the Thursday trade deadline. So you got today and tomorrow. You're going to see a lot of movement. I think there's smoke with the Kevin Durant and there's smoke with Jimmy Butler. You'll see some intermoving pieces between them two. Yeah, and everything else looks pretty good for us. I'm excited to see Mitch back. If you see Mitch, he looks in incredible shape. He was sitting on the sideline with Leon Rose. He looks ready to go. So I'm excited to see that happen. See him get on the court. He looks motivated. He sounds motivated. He's throwing a lot of encrypted tweets, or in Instagram as well. But I'm excited. The last 7 games or so, we've been averaging about 30 assists. The last 2, not so much. Obviously, we're missing OG. between the rookies learning how to play ball. We had a lot of turnovers, mishandles on there. So you didn't see as much. You didn't see as much, but in the last couple of games, we've been averaging 33, uh, about 33 between the Lakers game and then the Timberwolves game. The last couple, we had about 27. But even with that, and we are 61 and 0. 61 and 0 when we're leading 15 points or more in the NBA. Although that we almost lost it last night with Toronto, but that's a huge number to think about. So we know when we're in the north of 28 assists, that gives us a W for the most part, except the Lakers game. We had 33 and lost to the Lakers, but for the most part, anything 28 and above, it's really 30, but 28 is giving us a chance to win. It's involving all the other players. The ball's moving. The ball's moving. So I'm looking and I like it, man. We're looking good. We got a couple of games up. Friday 5 p.m., Sunday 5 p.m. Nothing quick, just to give you guys a little insight. Watch the Knicks. Watch the rotation Tibbs is doing. Watch who he's letting play. This is when you should be looking at the team. I said the first half of the season, I'm really not. I'm gonna call it a loss because everybody was injured. Now we're gonna have everybody back minus Mitch we've had. So I've seen how Tibbs is using Shamit. He's kind of the odd man out only because he hasn't hit shots, but he's trying to look at size now. I think he still has confidence in Shamit. He's still letting Shamit get ready. But Tibbs wants to see these next couple of games how the size looks by the bigger players while OG's out, giving it another look. Usually with Shamit, Deuce, and Campaign, we're smaller. He already knows how that looks, so he's looking at some other rotations on there. So I think that's what he's looking at. I think Shamit's still capable. He's still gonna help us later on in the year. So keep an eye out. Hopefully we get to see Sims, but we'll talk about it. If anything, Friday 5 p.m., Sunday 5 p.m. Let's go Knicks. Get off the ledge. Come on, I got parachutes I'm handing out. Don't jump, but if you do, you got a Knicks parachute. Salute to you guys. Salute to new Knicks. Machete, 2 shots. I gave you a prop, 2 shots. You did call it, and I see, and I said in spurts too. I said I don't think he's gonna start that way. I don't think it's gonna be a whole 48 minutes of with a Mitch and Cat, but you're definitely gonna see some minutes, 5, 10 minutes within the game, depending. If they're making a run, something defensively. So whether we need defense and offense, you'll move Mitch to give us some defense, mix that in with a Precious, and then a Cat. That's gonna be a dangerous big lineup. So you saw Precious hit 3 pointers yesterday. So we're starting to get dangerous. We're starting to get dangerous. People are starting to get confidence. Next couple of games, I'm looking at the bench to get more confidence and more consistent with their offense. Deuce and Cam especially, they need to work on their consistency and offensive scoring. So that's what I'm looking for the next couple of games. Salute to you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Let's go Knicks. You're